Hello, romance readers. If you're looking for your next read and feel inspired by some of the books we've covered on Too Stupid to Live, be sure to check out TSTL's very own storefront on bookshop.org. Here, you will find a collection of books that the show has covered, as well as personal recommendations from me, Becky Feldman, the host of TSTL, who is talking to you right now. So rest assured, you don't need to worry about remembering titles or author names or having to go back into the episode catalog. Just head to bookshop.org/shop/TSTL podcast to view a collection of the books that the show has covered. That's bookshop.org/shop/TSTL podcast. Happy reading.
This message is sponsored by Greenlight. With school out, summer is the perfect time to teach our kids real-world money skills they'll use forever. Greenlight is a debit card and the #1 family finance and safety app used by millions of families, helping kids learn how to save, invest, and spend wisely. Parents can send their kids money and track their spending and saving, while kids build money confidence and skills in fun ways. Start your risk-free Greenlight trial today at greenlight.com/Spotify. That's greenlight.com/Spotify.
Everyone, and welcome to Too Stupid to Live, a podcast that reviews romance novels $5 and under. I'm your host, Becky Feldman, and I am so excited about today's episode, the book, the guest. It's an embarrassment of riches, if you will. Yes, today we are reviewing a billionaire romance, her Stranded Billionaire Mix-Up, a mistaken identity romance by Bree Livingston, which is currently $4.99. So if you are listening just as this episode is releasing, I'd just like to say that the timing is purely coincidental. I did not mean to release a billionaire romance review the same week where like every news headline is about tariffs and trade wars and recessions. From my understanding, it seems as if I need to take out a second mortgage on like my rental apartment just so I can have a cup of coffee in the morning. So I am hoping that the timing doesn't add to like the chaos. But let's face it, billionaires in romance novels do not exist in real life. Like in the book today, the billionaire is planning to take his private jet to deliver medical supplies. Like I'm pretty sure that's not on like Jeff Bezos's to-do list right now. So that kind of segues into something I want to share about the book links I include in the show notes and on the website and on the TSTL Substack page. So recently, I decided that if the books we talk about are available not on Amazon and reasonably priced, obviously, my preference is going to be to share those links. Obviously, I know Amazon is essential to authors, and there are some books that just can only be found on Amazon, so I'm not going to limit the show, and I'm not going to like not share or review Amazon links if that's like the only place you can find the books. But TSTL is also an affiliate of the Rip Bodice here in Los Angeles and on bookshop.org, where you can support your favorite independent bookstores, even when shopping for online books. In fact, I just made a storefront for TSTL in bookshop.org that features many of the books we've reviewed and books written by previous TSTL guests. So if you're interested in checking that out, you can head to bookshop.org/shop/TSTL podcast. Okay, that was my charity for today. I really saved the world just now, like I'm a true hero. But you know who is one of my heroes? Today's guest. She is my friend, but I will say I loved her as a performer and writer even before I met her. Storyteller, author, teacher, Margot Leitman is here, and she was just a delight to have on. In fact, if I were stranded on a deserted island like the characters in today's book, Margot would for sure be the person that I would want to like be on the island with. And you know what? After this episode, you're going to agree with me. So please enjoy this review of her Stranded Billionaire Mix-Up. Oh my God, Margot, welcome to this podcast, Too Stupid to Live.
Thank you. I'm really excited about it.
I am so excited to have you. I've been wanting to have you on for like so long because I think you're such a wonderful writer, performer, and human person.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of work kind of less in the spotlight and more behind the scenes on a lot of projects in the past, especially the last year. So it's been weird because usually I'm always like front and center and a performer naturally. And it's been like really a different type of year where I've been so creative, but I haven't been the face of things.
Right.
So So yeah, it's kind of nice to be in the spotlight today. It's fun.
Oh, you deserve it. How has it been like? What has it been like, just like not being like all performy and stuff? And like, is it
not too bad? I'm gonna be
that was exactly what I was
I mean, I was like, from as a child, a dancer and in summer productions, and then I went to college for theater, and then I was a performer and actor my whole life, and then and live performer and everything. And even when I've been like had books coming out, you still have to do so much, put yourself at the front and the center of all of these events where you're doing things. So it's kind of exhausting. And the past year or so, I've been working behind the scenes on a bunch of creative projects where other people are the face of them. And I don't, I mean, honestly, you can like kind of let yourself go, which is good.
Yeah. Robes, slippers. Just
there's that. Yeah, I'm home more at night, which is good.
Yeah.
So I can ingest so much TV that I've gotten like really into TV, which I never had time for.
Right.
And I think I lost weight by not a lot, like a fair amount of weight too, in not running around ragged so much. I think also it was like my body kind of responded to that in a healthier way, where it was like, you're doing a lot, like maybe pull it back a little bit. And I think that the less stress has been good. So I mean, I'm a performer at heart, but and a creative at heart, but I have a mindset that like, as long as something's creative, I'm happy. And so it's been really fun and fulfilling to work on these things that are all going to be, launching in the next year or so.
Awesome. Yeah. That is so cool. Really, really important question. What TV have you been watching?
Mostly everything.
Okay, great.
Okay.
I love this.
So, okay, where do I begin?
Okay.
The 3 scripted shows I'm watching right now are Yellow Jackets.
I love Yellow Jackets.
Oh my God. It's so good.
So good.
White Lotus, but I'm behind.
Me too.
And Severance. Okay.
Me too. Oh my God, we're watching the same.
Okay, great. Yeah. And I just finished the 2nd season of Bad Sisters, which was great.
Oh, I even
think it was better than the first.
Okay.
So that's this, and then I go in the Reddit chat rooms for all of them, and read. I have time for that now too, which is very important. Okay, and then in the non-scripted side, I watch Survivor, Australian Survivor, Traders, foreign versions. I have secret links for those. I've been watching, what else? Oh, The Floor, a game show with Rob Lowe, which I applied for, haven't heard back yet.
Oh, Rob, get on
I know, get on this. And am I watching another one? I watched Beast Games with my son, regretted a lot of that time that I'll never get back. And are those all of them that I'm watching? I guess so. It feels like a lot. It feels like, and I'm watching Deal or No Deal Island.
Okay. I feel like I'm watching a lot of Below Deck lately. So everything that you've been talking has been advertised to me on my algorithms lately. So it's like, we're all in the same like orbit,
Well, the thing is that, and I think this is like, maybe ties in with what we're going to talk about today, is if I'm going to watch something that is non-scripted, a reality show, I need someone to win.
Okay.
And someone else to be sad that they're voted out. And I need that at the end of the episode, or Amazing Race. I watch that too when that comes on. Like, I need someone to go home and someone to win. So I don't care if it's a bunch of rich ladies living in New York City. I don't care. I don't care if it's a bunch of people on a boat. I don't care. Because no one's getting voted off. I want people to get voted off and win. So the only reality dating show I watch is Love is Blind, and only because someone wins or doesn't, like they get married or they don't. There's like that.
Right. Oh my God. I think we're the exact opposite in that way, where I don't like people going home. I want.
Oh, really?
Yes. I want everyone to win. I think.
Oh,
I
really?
Know. Yeah. I just feel like I'm not a competitive person at heart. And so like I get sad when contestants have to leave from Drag Race. I watch Drag Race and it's makes me sad when contestants leave. And I'm like, why can't they all just stay?
They can't, because you have to be in it to win it.
I think I'm sensitive in that way. I think I'm sensitive about competition. Maybe I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, I am all in on competition. I mean, I'm not, I mean, I'm going to be honest. And another thing I've been doing with my time is I have been playing a lot of competition games, like miniature versions of these TV shows.
Ooh.
So I've played 3 games, miniature games of Survivor in like parks and stuff. And I'm playing a game of The Traders soon. And so like I have actually like played mini games of these reality shows. They're called LRGs, live reality games, I guess it's what it's for. And the first one I did, I was like you. I was like, oh, I have to be nice. And now I'm like, fuck it. Like I will like I will cut anybody who wrongs me, and I don't care.
I love that though. Yeah. It like helps you like grow a thick skin, which I think is something that I need. I don't know, just in terms of competition. Like I feel like I need to be able to be like, get out of my way, and I'm not like that at the moment.
Really? How come?
I don't know. I just like I'm like. I don't know. I feel like I just want, I'm still in the phase of my life where I still want everyone to like me. And like, I feel like if I get the spirit of competition, I'll become, I have this fear I'll become like a monster. You know what I mean? And then I'll just like, what if I like Hulk out or something? You know, not that I've ever had that, but like, what if I become mean? I guess maybe that's my fear is looking mean.
You're not, well, it's not real life, you know, like
what? No, yeah.
I mean, these competition, I mean, I don't know. I don't watch Drag Race, right? But like, on that show, I imagine people have to be cutthroat, and then in their daily lives, they're probably pretty nice. Like you have to separate it. Like, I mean, like one of my kids, he's like really quiet, but then when he plays basketball, he's like, unleash the beast, and it's. And I feel like when we're children, we can separate that, you know what I mean? Like in his daily life, he's not running up in people's faces and grabbing balls and pushing people away. He's not doing that.
Right.
But
yeah.
He's like, okay, when I'm on the court, this is who I am. And I like who I am on the court, and I'm this other person when I'm not. And so I've started kind of adapting that, especially the last one I did. I had one of the most amazing experiences. Like this guy that I was playing this fake Survivor game with, we were aligned, we were working together, and people were getting really mad because everyone was getting voted out and we were still in the game. And I was the last woman standing, and he came up to me because people were getting upset because I was like working on like cutting everybody out. And he was like, Margot, look, everyone on that jury over there, they're mad at us. And I was like, he's like, look out at all of those people that are out of the game. They are mad because we got them out. And he like made me look at them. And then he was like, now come back and look at me. And I was like, yeah. And he goes, they think we're villains. So I suggest you lean in. And I was like, okay. And he's like, it's going to be so fun for the rest of the game if you just embrace it. And I was like, okay, I will. And me and this kid, well, he's not a kid, but I mean, me and this man, like I had the best time. And then I was like, oh, it's fine. Like they may be mad, but they're mad because I got further along than them. And I've been mad in games when other people got further along with me. And like, that's just life. Yeah. But it was really freeing. And actually that moment that was in the game I played in December. And that moment has like really stayed with me where I've been like, it's okay. They may be mad and it's okay.
Yeah. I love that. Oh my God. I love that story. First of all, perform that story. Because like, I feel like,
perform it
live. No, but I'm just saying like, it's like, I don't know, like just something like, okay, hate the game, not the player, or, not that.
It's true.
But it is just like, oh, okay. Like, I think we all live in fear lately of like kind of like disappointing people or looking like this or looking like that and making people mad at us. And it maybe holds us back a little bit. And so like to hear that, like, okay, like this is what life is like when you don't have to hold back and it's fine. Great.
I think people that don't hold back go really far too,
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I think you at a certain point have to be pretty cutthroat to get to a certain level at things. And I don't think I have that in me, which is why I am at the level I am at probably. But I do think that some people have that and they're not bothered by it. And I think that's pretty cool too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, listen, speaking of being on a Survivor island, this is the best segue I've ever done. Okay. Speaking of being stranded on an island, forced to survive? ? Thank you. Okay. So we reviewed her Stranded Billionaire Mix-Up, a mistaken identity romance by Bree Livingston, which is currently $4.99. So here's a quick synopsis. Mayday, mayday, Zachary Wolf and Harley Wilson are about to crash into love. When Harley Wilson gets mistaken for billionaire Zach Wolf's temporary assistant, she hops aboard his private jet. But the flight gets pretty bumpy when they fly right into tropical storm identity mix-up, followed by an actual tropical storm. Zach and Harley crash land on a deserted island where they're forced to face their strengths and weaknesses in order to survive, or in order to make surviving feel like 10 kind of fun days on the beach. But as the days go by, they learn that their biggest weakness suddenly becomes each other.
I have so many feelings about this book.
Me too. I have so many feelings about this book. Tell me why, because like I was like, okay, what kind of subgenre do you want to read, or like what kind of details do you want? And you were like, rich people. Tell me about this.
Well, probably when you asked, I was probably like paying bills and being a normal person, and right. I was probably like, I want to escape this normalcy, and what I would love to read about what it's like to not ever have to worry about money. I guess that's probably where I was at.
I love it.
When I asked it. And I think that's a feeling a lot of us have sometimes. Like, wouldn't it be great to just have unlimited wealth? So I think it's like so far from the way I was raised and where I grew up that it felt like, okay, this would be the ultimate fantasy.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
But I have a lot of thoughts on this book.
Okay. Tell me like your first major thought, because like, I want to know, like, I really want to discuss the Zachary Wolf of it all. Also, there's no sex in this book. I didn't realize that there's no sex on the page, and I apologize for that.
Okay, because I am not a romance reader.
Yeah.
So this is pretty much my first foray. So I didn't know if this is what it was like, but then I've listened to other episodes of your podcast, and people are like, you know, reviewing the blowjob on page 15. And I'm like, what? That wasn't this book. So now I'm realizing that this book was incredibly tame compared.
So tame.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't realize that like even on like its page, like there's a category, it's called clean romance. And I like didn't read that part. Oh. And so I guess that's like, you know, clean, dirty, whatever that means, you know? And I was like, oh, okay. So it's like really, like it almost felt like they were kids almost. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it was the, like, I'm just dying to, okay, because they're stranded on a desert island. Their plane crashes and they're stranded on a desert island for anyone here listening. Mm-hmm. And they're there for a while. And I have a lot of notes on that.
Me too.
They're there for 12 days.
12 days.
And all they can think about, and they are young, like at the height of their sex drives, and and they're the only people there. Mm-hmm. And all they can think about is, ooh, I'd just love to kiss her.
Yeah.
That is not where my mind would go.
No. Right? I feel like there were times where like they were talking about like, oh, I just want to kiss her. Or, like, can I start a relationship? And I'm just like,
right.
Why are you not thinking like, listen, if I die, you can eat my body? Like I was just
okay. So no one cares about being found.
Exactly.
And okay, okay. So much. Okay. Mm-hmm. The plane crashes. They're on a desert island. There's two people.
Yes.
That's it. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, suddenly they have a fire. I need to talk about this.
Yeah.
With what? Do you have matches? Do you have flint and a machete? Mm-hmm. How are you making that fire? I mean, fire is important in a situation like this, but you have no tools. Then suddenly they have unlimited food because they're spearfishing. With what spear? Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. You made a spear with a twig. With what knife? What knife do you have?
Yes.
And you know how to spearfish? Spearfishing is so complicated. And and they keep getting these restful sleeps. On what? What are you sleeping on? I have in one of my games literally slept outside with no shelter and no anything. I've done this. I've like played a mock survivor game where I have had nothing and had to sleep outside, and I am with nothing. And I am telling you that I did not sleep not 1 second for the entire night, because you don't have a blanket. You don't have anything underneath you. You don't have a pillow. You have no shelter. It's fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
And these people are getting these restful night's sleep where they're having dreams, waking up and it's fine. And then they're just spear fishing with this spear and cooking it on the fire. And what pan? What pan do you have to cook?
Thank you. There was a lot of things. I'm so glad you have these questions because that's what I was thinking. I was thinking like that, and then also like just kind of why is no one panicking? Like
about getting rescued?
Yeah, or just like the fact that like you're gonna die here. Like I feel like my emotional turmoil would be like I need to find a way to write down every mistake I ever made and hope that like my progeny forgives me or something. I would be thinking like, how are we going to eat? I'd be going right to cannibalism. Like, I mean, just like.
Oh, and also they found a stream and it has drinkable water. No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't. In a situation like that, you have to boil that water.
Yes.
And you have no pan.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And then so they kind of make it seem like with Harley, like she kind of like they kind of do like this role reversal from like Romancing the Stone where it's like the woman knows how to do all the survivor stuff, which okay, cool. But like she was just like, yeah, my grandma was a survivalist, so I know all this stuff. And it's like, but it doesn't take into account the time it takes to carve out a spear or to like find a rock that will heat up to cook however you do it. And it was like they made this seem like a breeze.
It was a breeze. And they didn't care when they got rescued. They didn't care.
They were upset because they had to stop kissing.
They weren't worried about it. I mean, you and I are watching Yellow Jackets.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like they had a plane crash. They're stranded. And that seems pretty true to life of how it would feel.
I agree. Yeah.
And this is like, it's almost like a vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it was a vacation. And
they treated it, like it felt like it was treated like the way like your car broke down and it just happened to be in like a cool place. And so you're kind of like waiting for AAA to come and it's like, oh, we could pass the time, and I'm just
and
like.
What about work?
Yes. What about work? What about your like again, like I obviously you don't know what your family is up to when you have no whatever, but like my main thought would be like my mom must be freaking out every minute.
Yes. I mean, my gosh, right? She would be. Yeah. I know. The moms were really like, "Oh, good. I'm glad you're back. Hey, guys."
Yeah, and I'm just like, "Oh my god!" Like I was like literally like I don't know. Like there were just moments where I would be like, I would have these like really dark thoughts about like again maybe it's the Yellow Jackets that I'm watching, but like I was just like, okay, we're gonna go nuts and we're gonna start a new religion and we're just gonna kill each other and then fuck each other and then eat each other and then that's survival. You know what I mean?
I mean, but have you ever had this thought? Like I used to do this more, but often like if I'd be in a group, I would like look around. Like when I lived in New York City and I would be on a subway and I would like look at the car and be like, all right, this car goes down in some way and these are the only people. Which one am I having sex with? Which one am I eating? Like I would do that game like and look around and it's like you have to have sex with one of these people and you have to eat one of them. There's no choice. Make a choice.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like a fun little pastime of mine. But I never once thought of like which person would I just casually be on an island with and not bother trying to get off. I mean, they get off 12 days later, but that's like the first time they tried.
Yeah. And it's not even like there's like a point in it where they're like another thing is like trying to find rescue. Like at like it's like 5 days in, they're like, oh, should we write SOS with rocks on the beach?
No, 5 days. Like the further away you get from the crash, the less likely anyone's looking for you. You got
exactly.
Yeah.
And it's like, they're not doing like I don't even know how you would begin, but just like, smoke signals or just like, kind of you're not looking for shit flying in the sky to be like, hey, over here, like.
I don't even understand the helicopter that found them. They did their first distress signal. Somehow they figured that out.
Yeah. I don't know. And it just like, again, it was 12 days later. And it was like, again, no one was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. It took 12 days. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it was just like
2 weeks, disappeared. No hearing from anybody.
Yeah.
And also like, I find it interesting. There was. I mean, there's just no news coverage of it.
Thank you. Yeah. And then, okay, I am cutting to the end because this is just what drove me bonkers. Was like they get saved, right? And they're like, "Oh, let's throw a party." And then they put the girl to work because she's a party planner. And they're like, "She just survived an island." And then you're like, "Okay, go plan the party." No, like that sounds awful.
Yeah, and he waited like a while to shower too after being stranded. Like in one of the games that I played that I had to live in the woods with nothing, the first shower I took, it was like a spiritual experience.
Yes.
And it was like the only thing I could think about was I cannot wait to take a shower. And he like got home and like did some other stuff first and then was like, I guess I'll.
Yeah, he's like, I'll answer emails, and then it's like, oh yeah, maybe like.
It was like, you've been in the woods. You have had no toilet paper for
Yes, you've been shitting in like the ocean, I guess. You know what I mean?
I don't even know if they were shitting because all they ate was fish. They didn't even have any like roughage.
Like I would be, I'm constipated when I go away for a weekend, you know,
I know, right? And they weren't eating lettuce or anything that'll make it come out of you. I mean, no, it's disgusting. And they didn't brush their teeth. They have not even brushed their teeth. I mean, honestly, I had a lot of thoughts. And also when they land and they finally kiss again, like every kiss, it seemed like it was their first kiss. Like finally, like, but you've kissed like 3 other times. But this kiss, when everyone watched at the end, when everyone was like, I saw you kissing, and it was like everybody was watching, the mother and the brother and the sister. But that was weird too.
It was like a little incestual because like it got to the point where like
it
was a little White Lotus-y. Like it was like, you know, it like this whole book is very like just by the book kind of like your standard will they or won't they romance. Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I think in terms of like a Hallmark movie, you know, like all of the things were there. You have the guy, you have like the wise elder mothers who are like, that's the one for you, blah blah blah. And so like in that scene when he's like kissing her and it's like then like he comes back and, you know, obviously his like siblings are like, hey, she's the one. And they're like, Mom told us to watch. And it's like, ew.
I know. It was so weird.
Yeah.
That part was Mom told us to watch was so weird.
Yeah. And they're like, Mom got excited. And I'm like, that's so fucking weird.
I mean, there's a lot here. There was a lot going on. So I want to ask you about Hallmark.
Yes.
Do you watch those movies?
I do. Yeah. I watch those movies. Like I rather like for me, I would rather read really like that, like a Hallmark movie in a really naughty book with like sex, with everything, with like kind of delving into the characters' psychologies, which is like why I prefer like reading romances to like watching it.
Okay.
So yeah, so I have obviously watched the Hallmark movies, you know, like I do know like this was very like, you know how like, I don't know, there's like checklists of like what makes a rom-com. And it's like, okay, this book went through each checklist, but was it like, oh, did it make sense? No.
Because I don't know if you know this about me, but I've like written and had 2 Hallmark movies made.
Right. Yeah.
They're called Sweet Surrender. And the other one is called Cloudy with a Chance of Love.
Yes. Okay.
And they were both made and produced and aired and everything. And so there was like a brief year of my life where like romance and writing about romance was how I made my living. And there was absolutely a formula to it. And it was almost like when I wrote them, it was like I was almost writing a parody. And that was how I could like get it on the note. Like I was like, I'm almost going to write like, this is a sketch of what this is. And that's probably as close to what they want as they are. But yeah, it's like in those, I think it's changed since I made them, but like at the time it was like just kissing is as far as they could go. Like it had to be like, I don't think anyone was drinking alcohol ever. Like if they went out, it was for coffee or something.
Right.
I mean, it was very G-rated.
Yeah.
And this felt along those lines, but I have never read a romance novel. So I thought that this was what they were all like. So it's interesting to hear that they're not. The only other experience I have is, and I know this is not a romance novel, but I had like a very long drive coming home from a gig once, and I did the audiobook of 50 Shades of Grey in the car.
I mean, that to me I consider it romance, like I think like that is kind of like just the vibe of it all is, I mean, it's not everyone's favorite romance, I would say, in terms of like quality, maybe, I don't know, but like,
I would prefer that.
Yeah, same. Oh my God, same. Like, I mean, like, but in terms of like the steaminess level of it, like, yeah, that's just the beginning of like what you can find in books. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, shit gets really naughty. I love it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. No, I absolutely owe you a book where there's sex in it, to the point where I was like, oh my God, I needed to, okay, so I did this thing. I wrote out a sex scene with these two characters with mad libs that you would fill in, and then I'll read it to you.
Okay.
And so do you want me to do this now? Because like, listen, let's do it. Okay. So first, all right, this is your sex scene that I wrote. It's not good. But first I need an adjective.
Sweaty.
Just tell me a first thought you have when you wake up in the morning.
Am I in pain?
Okay. Give me an adjective that is also kind of a nickname for someone. Like, hey, beautiful, or like something like that.
Oh, okay. Sport?
Great.
No, that's not an adjective.
No, but it works because it's like nicknamey. Okay. But I need a body part.
Okay. Hamstring?
Okay. I need a verb.
Flash.
Ooh, yeah. No, now I'm excited for this. Okay, sorry. I need one random noun.
Helicopter.
Okay, a second random noun.
Antelope.
Okay. The next one I need is like a text the last text you sent that you feel comfortable sharing if you want to share the last text.
Okay, the last text I sent, I wrote, "Where are you watching tomorrow?"
Okay.
I can't believe how unembarrassing that was.
I know.
I wish it was something humiliating.
Okay. Okay. Now I need like a non-physical noun, like strength or honesty or like something like that. You know what I mean?
Okay. Hubris?
Yeah. Okay. Now I need enough. This is so long. I realize this is like the longest sex thing I ever wrote. Okay. I need a verb ending in ing.
Placating?
Now I need a synonym for stick or pole.
Rod.
I need an item of clothing.
Boxer shorts.
Okay. Now I need something that comes in pairs, like Reese's peanut butter cups or socks or something like that.
Gloves.
I need a verb.
Lift.
An adjective.
Hateful.
Another verb.
Okay, so we'll do ride.
Tell me what your favorite place is to go to.
Wow. I actually really do like the gym.
I need the name of an animal.
Frog.
Okay. And then one more noun.
Quarter.
Okay. Here we go. This is like what I wished was in the book. It's not like full on P&V, but okay. So I'm going to do it as sensual for you as possible. Harley's eyes fluttered open as she lay in the sweaty arms of Zach. He brushed her hair out of her face, cupping her cheek. Am I in pain? She thought, as she reached up to rub her thumb over his exquisite cheekbone. Feeling better, sport? Zach asked, his voice low, husky, and rumbly. I am now, Harley whispered, as she proceeded to straddle him, knees on either side of his hamstring. She felt Zach's erection flash between her legs, and she found herself needing him more than a helicopter needs an antelope. He leaned in, whispering into her ear exactly what she needed to hear. What are you watching tomorrow? Where are you watching tomorrow? Seconds later, Harley was kissing Zach with hubris, tongues tangling, lips placating. She pressed closer to Zach, grinding her center on his rod, needing it more than she ever thought possible. Harley took off her boxer shorts, throwing it aside. Zach's eyes widened, taking in Harley's bare gloves, full and lusty. His lips lifted around one hateful areola. She rides in his lap, each lick bringing her closer and closer to what only can be described as the gym. Within moments, Zach and Harley did it frog style. He gazed, taking in Harley's quarter between her legs. Where are you watching tomorrow? He uttered. I need to taste you.
Mint is still $15 a month for premium wireless. And if you haven't made the switch yet, here are 15 reasons why you should. 1, it's $15 a month. 2, seriously, it's $15 a month. 3, no big contracts. 4, I use it. 5, my mom uses it. Are you playing me off? That's what's happening, right? Okay, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, $15 per month equivalent required. New customer offer first 3 months only. Then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
You know, some ladies, when you said frog style, I was like, I can picture frog style.
I think it's absolutely a thing, right? Like, I mean, we can Google it. Like, there's definitely some position where someone's sitting like a frog and being
I think
fucked,
so, because
right?
a frog, I think there's a yoga pose that's a frog pose, and I think you could probably just do it like that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I guess maybe sex positions are probably yoga positioned. Oh, because yoga position based, you know, like, oh.
Maybe.
Like,
which came first, sex or the yoga? The sex or the yoga?
Yeah, like downward dog style, like the child's pose. That's gross. I can't believe I said that. That's the only yoga pose I know.
It's just a yoga pose, though.
Yeah. So there is your sex scene. We did it together.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I didn't dislike the book at all. I'm just saying, like, I had a good time. I just was like waiting. And then because of my lack of experience, I was like, okay, maybe this is just how they are. But the only other thing I had to compare it to was 50 Shades of Grey. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess this is just...
But honestly, I think it's a good comparison. Like, I feel like if you've read 50 Shades of Grey, like, okay, I might be shot in the face for saying this, but I feel like if, like, you've read 50 Shades of Grey, like, you have a taste of what, like, the market is like and what, like, the text is like and what people are into. Granted, you know, people who are really read romance, like, know the different nuances, but, like, yeah, like, kind of what can be printed is, like, introduced to you in 50 Shades. And this was just like, whoa, this was just like, I felt like I was reading to teenagers, you know, and like, which is fine, but it kind of made me feel icky.
But the reviews are like, people love this book.
I know. Yeah. And like, it is fun. Like, it was fun to read, but I'm kind of like, oh, was it fun to read in the way it's supposed to be read? Like, there was one line where, like, okay, so Zach is like this, like, amazing billionaire. Everyone knows him. And his last name is Wolf. And, like, Harley has this one line when she first meets him. She's like, Wolf. That sounds familiar. And it's like, his last name's Wolf. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it was just like things like that I enjoyed reading.
Well, that sounds familiar. Yeah.
Huh, sounds familiar. And like, what did you think of like Harley's views on billionaires? Because she hated them. Hated all of them.
But also she attracts them.
Yeah.
Her ex that left her at the altar or canceled his wedding with her and he didn't even care about her.
Yeah.
Was he a billionaire or a millionaire? And
One
then
of
she moves
them.
on to Zach Wolf. I'm sorry. I don't even know if I've ever met a billionaire. They're just lining up for her. And her profession, do you realize what her profession actually is?
Party planner.
But I thought she was also a cleaning lady.
Oh, she was also a cleaning lady. Like she was a party planner working for like Trixie so-and-so.
Trixie so-and-so. Yeah.
I was supposed to say Trixie Mattel, who is
from
not
Drag Race?
She's from Drag Race.
Okay,
yes, it's not that at all. Wrong Trixie. But like, it seemed as if like she wanted to be a party planner. That was her goal. So obviously, first of all, who hires party planners? Rich people. Second of all, she has the breakup with Samuel, and then like I guess Samuel blacklisted Harley from like all other jobs. So Trixie fired her. She couldn't get another job, all because like Samuel kind of branded her as like, oh, she's a gold digger. Don't associate with her. So she's been working as like a cleaning lady, just trying to find work. And like, yeah.
But the thing is, like, what a fantasy, the cleaning lady billionaire matchup, stranded on a desert island, fall in love.
Yeah.
You know, like, that's really fun. I mean, it's fun in theory. I think if I wasn't like, I'm not very experienced in this, but probably more than others. Like if I haven't actually tried, because I've played these games like to go out and live with nothing and have absolutely nothing. Like, and I know that there's no romance in it. Like that I think that affected me reading this because I was like, the only thing you're thinking about is food.
Yes.
All the time. And how will I sleep?
Mm-hmm.
And that's all you think about is where can I sleep? How can I sleep comfortably? Oh my God, I'm so tired and I want to eat.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing to eat. And that's all you think about. Like literally, that's all you think about. And so to me, it was like it just seems so romanticized in a way that it was like, you know, even like Castaway with Tom Hanks, like, it's like, that looked hard.
Yeah. Yeah. Like he went nuts and talked to a volleyball. Like that's where I would be there after 45 minutes.
Me too. I would be with that ball. Even if there was Zach Wolf on the thing, I'd be going crazy. And
absolutely.
So I just feel like that their plane crash reaction was similar to, I agree, to like making a wrong turn and we have a flat tire and we get to stay in this cute town.
Yeah.
For a few days.
Like it was like almost like, and again, I don't want to go to this place, but it's like, do we know what a plane crash really is? Do you know what I mean? Like,
they were also not traumatized by the event.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I'm traumatized hearing about it. You know what I mean? Right. Like I had nightmares like, you know, I'm going on a plane next week and I'm just like, well, this is going to happen. You know what I mean?
Right. People are very worried about plane crashes at this current time.
Exactly.
And they were just, it crashed and they just got up and moved on with their day.
Yeah.
Everything was fine. Also like Lost. They were very concerned with getting found on Lost, like immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately wanted to be found. And these people, that was the big thing. But I think also like, I was thinking about this, like, what are my romance fantasies? And not erotic fantasies, but romance. Because this was like romance.
This is romance. Yeah, absolutely.
And I was like, it's not being stranded on a desert island with someone. And but I do think that is a fantasy for people.
I 100% agree. I do think that it is, and I see the fantasy of it all because it's like there's something about finding romance in like a high stakes situation, and it's like why I think people have like there's also like fantasies that take place in like a post-apocalypse, you know what I mean? Or like when you're just like kind of faced with life and death and you can't think of anything but love. Like I think people latch onto that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I agree with that. I mean, I have had these two, I'll go over the two romantic fantasies I've had for most of my life.
Okay.
That have never happened.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So one is that I am in a museum, an art museum with paintings on the wall everywhere. And I'm alone and I'm staring at a painting that I'm very moved by. And then a man walks up next to me and stands next to me. And he also starts looking at that painting. And then he like turns to me, he's like, it's beautiful, isn't it? And I'm like, yeah. And like, that's where it begins. Okay.
Because he's telling you you're beautiful.
Oh, really?
That's my fantasy.
So that's one is like the museum staring. And I can tell you that the closest I ever got was in New York City. I was dating this guy and we were supposed to go to a museum date. And I was like so into this guy.
Yeah.
And he canceled on me. And so I went to the museum by myself and had like an alone date. And then I felt like I was going to get dumped and then he dumped me.
Ugh.
Yeah. So I never even like I've never even been on a museum date. I went to the museum alone that day though, because I was like, I was going to go anyway.
Absolutely. You're going to see art. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like this is, I mean, there is something so romantic about like art and beauty and like bringing that into the fantasy. I love this. I hate that guy, but I love this fantasy.
Let me tell you, we broke up and he was like, it's okay. Like, I still want to be friends. I mean, if I see you on the street, I'm not going to run in the opposite direction. And I said, I will. If I see you on the street, I will run in the opposite direction. So cut to like 3 years later, I'm walking out of my apartment and I see him, but he was on a bike. So I couldn't run in the opposite direction because he would have caught me on the bike. So I had to talk to him.
What did you talk about?
I was like, what are you doing riding a bike past my apartment? You know where I live. You're probably can't You're probably realizing what a huge mistake.
Yeah, he's like, hey, I have these museum tickets. You want to go?
Whoa. He broke up with me because he said he was feeling like he was pretty certain he was going to cheat on me, and so he wanted to stop that before it happened.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, listen, the next time you encounter, I hope he's on foot and you can run the other way and get the proper, at least get your fantasy run in.
I actually feel he's like a person that looks like a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I always think I see him and I'm always like, is it him? Because now it's been so long, but he's just, I don't know. He had like kind of a common face.
Yeah.
Like a look that people have.
I get that where it's like, oh, okay. Is it he like, I feel like Chris Pine looks like that to me.
Yeah.
And
I wouldn't know Chris Pine on the street.
Like, well, I feel like whenever there was a time where he used to live in my neighborhood when I first moved out here. I think he like lived on the east side, and there was twice when I saw him in public, and I was like with my friend from college, and I was like, that guy, I think we had class with him. She's like, that's Chris Pine. Like, it happened twice.
Oh my God, the whole time I thought you were talking about Chris Pratt.
No,
right?
I'm talking Chris Pine. Yeah.
It's like, Chris Pine has the fuller lips.
Yeah, he has like fuller lips, and he just looks like a guy. I don't know. Like he just like looks like
cute.
He is. Yeah,
I guess not cute enough to remember who he is, but
totally makes sense. Yeah, but I just like feel like he looks like someone like I know you somewhere, and it's not like, oh, you're an attractive man in every movie. You know, like I just feel like you seem familiar. You know.
Yeah, I mean, this guy that broke up with me. Stood me up for the museum date and then broke up with me. He had like the style, didn't look like him, but the style of young Elvis Costello, like dark hair and those glasses. And you just see that guy everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Black hair and glasses like that. You just see people that look like that, especially in LA. And I just see, and I'm always like, did I hook up with this person? Like I see people and I'm like, is it him? I don't know. You know,
yeah. I mean, I feel that way whenever I see, like, you know, people who wear like black hoodies that are old black hoodies. Yeah. I think like, did we never? Okay, probably,
because that's a look amongst certain demographic of people that we are exposed to all the time, and I see that look.
Yeah.
So here are my other fantasy.
Yeah, what's your other fantasy? Second fantasy.
And this one, I think about it so often.
Oh, I'm so excited to hear it.
Okay. So I'm on a plane and we have a forced, not a crash or emergency, but we have to land in a different city suddenly because of snow. Okay. So we land in, let's say, I don't know, like Minnesota, because we can't get past it because the snow is too bad and it's unexpected. And we're all given hotel vouchers, but there aren't enough. So we have to pair up. And strangers must pair up with strangers. And then you pair up with someone and then it goes from there.
There's only one bed. That's a trope, you know,
there's
like
only
that.
One bed.
Yeah.
And then I found an article once about two people that found love in this way. Like it was like these people, like it was like about a couple that met this way. And I was like, this is literally my fantasy. It's happened for someone. Yeah. And I was so excited. And then I forwarded it to everybody and with the headline. And I was like, literally my biggest sexual fantasy. And like people they didn't care.
Oh, I care. I care.
I was like, this is amazing that it's happened for someone.
Yeah. There was like one story. This was never really a fantasy of mine because it involves hiking and like I hate movement. But like it was like a story where like a couple was on a first date, like an internet date, and they went on a hike for the first time and they got lost and they were lost all day. And in my brain, I was like, oh, what a cute like rom-com that would be of like, you know, whatever. So I was like, oh yeah, that's like, I would love for that to happen. And then like, no, I would hate for that. But I love that it happened.
I think I like the idea of being like confined and there's some sort of outside force that makes you have to be confined. Like
I love those stories. Yeah. I love those stories. Yeah.
Like I watched this documentary about a cruise ship that was cruising, and then and then COVID hit and they were all like stuck on the cruise and they couldn't like leave the port or something like that because of restrictions. And they were stuck on this cruise and they couldn't leave their room for like weeks. And because until they were cleared to re-enter the country. And I was like, yeah, I would be all about that. I would be so fine with that. And I think that is a lot of people's worst nightmare, but I would be completely fine with that.
Absolutely. Like, okay, so there is a trope in the romance world called like forced proximity where it is.
Oh, yes. That's what I like.
That. Yeah. So I feel like you're going to come on again and we are going to read the naughtiest thing and it's going to be a forced proximity thing because I owe you that. You need a good forced.
I'm writing it down. Forced proximity. Yeah. That's what I want.
Exactly. Yeah. It's kind of like your thing of like, oh, you're stuck in the elevator together or like, I always love like forced proximity in terms of like, when there's like a bodyguard situation or something, or like it's like the terrorists are or not terrorists, but like, you know, like the bad guys are after them and they have to like, oh God, go into like the safe house and again, only one bed. You know what I mean? Like I live for that stuff.
Love The Bodyguard with Whitney Houston so much.
Oh yeah.
To the point that I went to the Broadway show of it.
Me too.
Oh,
I did get tickets for my birthday, but like I still went to the live show when I was at the Pantages, not in New York.
Well, that's our Broadway. Yes.
Yeah, that is our Broadway. Okay,
I mean, we don't have Broadway out here. That's Broadway, right?
Yes.
I mean, unless we're flying to New York to see, but I don't have I need a billionaire. I need Zach Wolf to fly to New York to see The Bodyguard.
Yeah.
I saw it on. I love the soundtrack. I love when Kevin Costner carries her.
Oh,
they had such incredible chemistry.
Yeah.
And The Bodyguard, that soundtrack. I mean, I'm from New Jersey, and a common thing you ask people from New Jersey is Bruce or Bon Jovi. Yeah. And my answer is always Whitney.
She's from New Jersey.
I'm from New Jersey. It's Whitney.
Oh my God.
And then I'll be like, specifically, I Have Nothing. The song I Have Nothing, because it is to me like the desperation that she sings that song from. And when she's like, don't walk away from me. And when she screams, don't you dare walk away from, when she says that. I have like been in a car and that plays and almost had in a car accident because I'm so involved in the song.
Yes.
And that is a forced proximity story you're telling me?
That's a forced proximity bodyguard situation.
Okay, I mean, like that.
You know, it's interesting, like with these like kind of like tropes that like kind of these terms that are brought up, like you have like enemies to lovers, forced proximity, friends to lovers, you know, like marriage of convenience, like all of these like different tropes of stories. And it's like they can apply to like multiple, like they can apply, like those tropes can come into any book. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, that is forced proximity of two people who are forced to be together. Yeah, that might not be like an elevator, but if it's like a bodyguard, I have to protect you situation. Yeah, that's forced proximity. Absolutely.
Or like Yellow Jackets right now is forced proximity.
Exactly.
Right. With some of those. Okay. So I don't want to put too much pressure on you, but I'd love a prison.
Yes.
Is there prison forced proximity romance now?
Ooh, well, you know,
that's forced proximity.
That is forced proximity. There is, I did read one. Okay, so there's a lot of like, not like prison in terms of like real prison, but like I did read one where like there are like books where a woman is abducted by aliens and she's sent to like a space prison, and it's like forced proximity in space prison. So it kind of, for me, like separates it because it's with a sexy alien man who has like horns and purple skin and like things like that.
I want an alien sex scene. Some people love that.
I love it.
You like sci-fi?
Yes, I love the sci-fi. I love like this is gonna sound like I'm into animals, but maybe no. I love like non-human like monster stuff because like I find it absolutely fascinating.
I think it's probably pretty popular. Like right now with all the shows I'm watching, and then I mean, and I like Severance is so far in the sci-fi world for me, and it's probably not. It's probably really low for sci-fi, but for me, it's like this is the most sci-fi ever. Like I need everything to be my whole life I've been this way. I need everything to be grounded in reality. As a child, I didn't watch cartoons. I wanted everything to be real people. As I just want things to be real. So it's like very hard, like with Yellow Jackets, sometimes I'm like, oh, I really hope we're not going into the spiritual world. And I really hope this is all has an explanation. And I don't know why I've always been like that. And I have also found that when I write, because I wrote like an entire novel. I've published 3 books, but the problem is for me with this novel, like I can't get it right because I have trouble because it's not my real life.
Right.
And so I have a lot of trouble like with anything that isn't grounded in reality. And whenever I write things from first person experience, I can sell them and make it happen. So the only reason I think I was able to write those Hallmark movies is because I had a writing partner with me and we were able, I think I need someone with me to take it away from reality and take it into craziness, because I really love, like for a long time, I only read nonfiction. I only read true stories. And that probably is still my favorite thing to read. I love based in reality stuff. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I honestly, like from my vantage point, hearing you talk, like I'm kind of like, yeah, of course, you're a live storyteller. You tell true stories about your life. Like, of course, like it makes sense that you would want something to be like grounded and based in reality and things like that. And yeah, I feel like you're not the only one who like with like I know people who are like, when they see a sci-fi movie, they're like, why is it in space? Why does it have to, I don't get it. You know what I mean? Weird? And it's like, no, I don't think so. Like, I feel like it's like kind of like there's like there's kind of like when you're like going for escapism, like your brain wants to kind of bend in one way. And if it's like not feeling the sci-fi thing, like, yeah, do something. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I mean, I just feel bad because I'm married and my husband really likes that stuff. And I find sometimes that I'm like, good night. And I'll leave him alone watching Star Trek or watching, I think it's a show called Honora. No, that's a movie.
Oh yeah, that's a movie. I just saw it. It was really good.
No, there's a show on Disney Plus about, I don't know.
Oh,
it's not Honora, but it's something, it sounds, I don't know.
Okay.
That is absolutely not based in reality. And I feel bad because because he'll try and watch like Survivor with me. Like at least he'll try. Yeah. And I'm just like, I can't handle 45 seconds of Star Trek because none of this would ever happen. It's not going to happen. Nobody looks like that. Why does he look like that? And I get so annoyed. And even right now with Severance, it's so good. And I'm trying, but I like try to go to the Reddit chat room about it and people are theorizing and I'm like, ugh.
Oh, don't. I feel like for some reason my algorithm on Instagram now is like Severance conspiracy, but like people trying to explain it all, and I'm like, I cannot. That you're just making the show ridiculous for me.
But on things that are like based in reality, like I mean, this is an older show, but like I imagine that if I like had all of these social media and Reddit and stuff when Sopranos was on, I would probably go and watch to see like what they think is going to happen next. But that was all based in reality. Like I do go on it for Yellow Jackets. I do go on it for, what's the other show I'm watching that script? Oh, White Lotus. Not really, but I've only seen one episode of that. Right. But yeah. I just want it to be real, and I don't know why, but I very much have learned that I love forced proximity. I love it.
I love it for you.
And I love mysteries, and I love locked door mysteries. I love when everything is in one place and they have to solve it.
So do you like kind of like cozy mystery, like not like cozy, but like kind of like kind of Murder, She Wrote style mysteries where it's like, it's not like bloody, you know what I mean? Like
I like it when it's like there's a book, Woman in Cabin 10, and it's like,
oh yeah,
that's good. And it's like they're all on this cruise ship and you know, someone goes missing. I like when they're all like in a bed and breakfast and there's a murderer there.
Yeah.
I like if they're all on a girls' trip and one by one they're all dying.
Yes.
So that's called Locked Door, I think, right? I think it's Agatha Christie style is the one who kind of created that with Murder on the Orient Express and things like that. Yeah. Where it's like you are in this thing, something's going on. Like Death on the Nile is another one. So, I mean, I think Agatha Christie really rocked the Locked Door mystery style, and I think people have taken it from there. And that's what I tried to write when I wrote my novel, but I don't know. Maybe someday I would put it out to the world, but I did write one.
That's cool. That's really cool. I feel like that to me seems like the hardest thing to write, just like because I don't know, it's for me mentally it feels like, oh, you have to know how to play chess. You know what I mean? And it's like
I don't. Literally, I don't know how to play chess.
I don't. I'm like, what is this weird checkers? Like
maybe I should learn, because people talk about chess as a metaphor all the time, Becky. Maybe we should. I don't understand that.
I literally like, okay, so I'm watching Below Deck right now, and the captain, there's like a sexy captain on Below Deck Down Under, I think, and he like plays chess all the time, and I'm like, oh god, what is this chess thing about? Should I try?
Oh, is it a way to like meet people?
No, I think he just does it to like pass the time, like kind of.
No,
like
I mean, is it a way for you to meet prospective? I don't know if you're single, but prospective partners. Is like chess a way to?
I'm scared that I'm losing my brain. I feel like I would do it I'm 55% scared of losing my brain, but I'm also like, oh, I want to see what like the metaphor is, because you know how like sometimes people will like, you'll have a conversation and like someone will make some chess metaphor and it's like, yeah, the Queen's Gambit, not that, but like something like that.
Exactly.
And you're just like, oh yeah, no, in the crosshair. And I just want to know.
The pawn, am I right? Right?
Exactly. Yeah. And it's like the Knights in the Devil's Hut or something.
Yeah, always. People are always referencing it. And I'm always like, the quote I hear all the time is like, they're playing checkers, I'm playing chess. And I'm like, checkers is pretty fun. I don't know. What's the
I don't remember how to play checkers.
That seems hard. Why are you in checkers? Who cares? I don't know. I don't get it. And I know there's TV shows. There's the Queen's Gambit, which I never saw. Yeah. And that's all chess. And then when you are a chess master, what do you call? There's like a big word for it.
Yeah. And I confuse it with the because
Grandmaster.
Grandmaster. I confuse that.
Master.
Okay. Dungeon Master's D&D, Grandmaster's chess, and then Prime Wizard, I think, is the KKK, and I confuse all three of those.
Really? I wouldn't know which was which. Yeah.
Like they all sound the same. No offense. I mean, I'm not equating chess with the KKK, but you know, like their leader or whatever feels.
No, I don't know
same.
Any of those names for anything.
Yeah.
I mean, absolutely not. Yeah. It's a game that. Are there chess rom-coms?
There must be. Yeah, absolutely. There's like literally everything. Like there's everything you can think of. Like I do think it's like kind. You know how like people are like, oh, when you search for porn and you can just like put in anything and it already exists. Like I feel that way with like romances now, because like not only, I mean, you have your indie publishers who are just like, you know, publishing stuff and putting them online, but then there's also like all of these like apps and things and online publications and things like that. Like there's everything you could want and hope for. And there's for sure a chess one, for sure.
But I love that I'm learning about this from you, because this is, I really have no experience with this. And it was really fun to read one and it was so quick to read, because I read these like nonfiction books all the time. And I don't know why, I'm always trying to like learn something when I read. Yeah. And so I was like, I learned nothing. And,
Good. Yeah.
and that's okay. It was just pure relaxation and calm, which was really nice.
That's exactly what it's for me.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I did like that about it. And I went to college with someone who's a very successful romance novel writer. Have you ever read any of, this isn't her real name, this is her romance novel name. Have you ever read any Lili Valente books?
I know the name, but no, I haven't. Well, we'll cover that.
Yeah. So I went to college with the person who writes under the name Lili Valente. So I've always been sort of fascinated by it, because I know someone who's been very successful in this, and she's such a smart woman, like just a kind of a brainiac that I'm like, you must be to be able to navigate this industry. And
absolutely. Yeah.
So I admire people that have succeeded in it for sure. It's just like, I'm so new to it, and it's kind of exciting. Yeah.
It's an exciting world. And the thing is that like, it's so funny you say that, because people are going to like look at you and be like, well, you wrote 2 Hallmark movies. You know this world better than I would. I just read, you know what I mean? Like, so it's very, I don't know. There's just like a lot of, I feel like it's a community, I guess is what I'm saying. And it's
a community.
Yeah. Yeah. And welcome to it.
Really? The romance is a community?
Oh my God. 100%. Yeah. It's like gaming, you know, like, I mean, I think it's as big as, honestly, I think it's as big as like the Star Wars community online. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. 100%. Because like romance, like think about it.
God, this is so joyful to know.
Yeah, I feel like right now, the majority of money that comes in from publishing is mostly romance novels. And so by default, I feel like the fan base and like the community base like has to be pretty ginormous. And it is with like TikTok and like things like that. So it's like, yeah, I mean, when I started reading them and I like went online and I was like, can I talk about this? And then I was like, whoa, oh my God, there's so much, like I'm just blown away. I think they're just a little not quiet, but like not as Zack Snyder-y, I guess. Do you know what I mean? Like not as like bro-y, I guess, maybe than as other online communities, but
Do you have like in-person relationships based on your love of this?
I do. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I have like, I have like a text chain, and then there's other podcasters. There's like, I don't know. It's a massive, it's kind of like the Survivor world. Like when you were like playing the games, like it is like this community.
Well, that's what I was thinking is like, what I love is finding out, and I've always been fascinated by this, I love little worlds.
Yes.
And learning about them. So when I started playing these live reality games, I found out, there's like a whole world of people with this. And I think it's kind of amazing to have something like that's completely like not your career, not your family or your romantic life or anything like that. That's just like yours and special.
Yeah.
And I have, like people in my life that is just know me in the context of like me as a competitive game player, which is an identity that I don't have anywhere else. And I have to say that I was blown away, like when the fires hit, of the offers to, because some of the people don't live in LA, and the offers for not just me, but my entire family to go and evacuate to people that I played a game with for one day, and people opening their homes to me. And it's like, because it's an intimate thing that you have this experience with them. And then you go, and I just was blown away by it. And so that's what I love, is like any sort of little world. And I've had little worlds, and I'm sure you have too, in many other aspects, like in the comedy world or in the storytelling world or with my college theater world and all of these things. Like these are these tiny, or my summer camp, they're tiny little worlds. And I think that the more that you can have those in your life, the more you feel like fulfilled and multifaceted. And so I'm really happy to hear that there are little romance worlds, and that there's a whole thing about that, because that's a little world I didn't know about. And I got to dip my toe in this, and I'm so excited. And the writer of this, Bree Livingston, right? Is her name? Like, I do think, as much as I'm being like silly about this book, I do admire that she's able to nail this genre and be successful in it. And it's badass, it really is.
It absolutely is. And like I'm the same way. Like I love nitpicking and pulling things apart and bringing my own neuroses into like maybe my criticisms of it. But like, this is all fun. And I think like, at time, like, I think like the writers themselves are kind of in on it as well. You know what I mean? And like,
I think so. We were in on it in the Hallmark movie. I was 100% like, okay, now they have a snowball fade and they laugh. Like, absolutely, those were we were in on it. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think like, cause it's almost like, dare I say, playing a sport or playing chess, where it's like not necessarily, it's like you have these, I don't know, but like, not, but I don't know. It's like something where it's like there's like a level of like understanding of like, this is the meet cute. This is the first kiss. Yeah. This is the happily ever after, like it feels like they're plays, you know what I mean? Like kind of like maneuvers and like, or like,
well, I wonder if it's similar to football. Like this is the kickoff. This is the touchdown. Like there are things that we go to expect. And I think like right now the world is very heavy and we have to escape in some way. And like whatever that is for you, I think that this seems like a wonderful way for people to escape at this time. And I can see why it's booming. And I'm thrilled to hear that it's booming. In my world that I from what I know professionally, another world that's really booming right now is horror genre. And that's really exciting too, because I think that feels like a huge escape as well from reality to a lot of people. Yeah. And I'm happy to see that too. And that to me, it's like, that's creative art both of these genres are art, and like if they're booming and that's kind of like a new thing that they're hitting their stride, I think that's amazing.
Yes, absolutely. Oh my God, such a beautiful thing. Well, listen, I am so glad that like you got something out of this book. Like I said, I owe you dirty erotica, chest-based, forced proximity. I don't know. Well, I'll write it for you.
I hope I understand it.
I mean, yeah, I hope so. I'm like, I don't know. Is that a sex move or is it a chess move? We don't know.
Checkers based. Maybe we should do checkers based.
Yeah. Perfect. We'll start with checkers and move our way up to really dirty chess. Tell us, like, do you have anything you want to plug? Tell us where we can find you, things like that.
Just my website and my Instagram are all the same, margotleitman.com or at Margot Leitman. Anything to plug coming up? Not really. I'm just, hopefully very soon I'll be able to announce a few things. But at the moment, I have 2 things that are going to be launching in the next few months. And when I come back, maybe those will be ready.
Absolutely. Yes, we will plug those for sure. Oh my God. Thank you, Margot. This was so fun.
Thank you.
If you liked today's episode and want to support the show, feel free to leave a comment on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen. And if you didn't like today's episode and like don't want to support the show, why are you listening? TSTL is part of the Culture Media Network. Thank you so much for listening and or watching if you're on Substack or YouTube. I hope you have a froggy style rest of your day. 'Cause I just can't make my eyes behave.
This episode is brought to you by FX's Alien Earth, the official podcast. Each week, host Adam Rogers is joined by guests, including the show's creator, cast, and crew, in this exclusive companion podcast. They will explore story elements, deep dive into character motivations, and offer an episode-by-episode behind-the-scenes breakdown of each terrifying chapter in this new series. Search FX's Alien Earth wherever you listen to podcasts.
Hey, TSTL listeners, if you're a fan of the show and if you are like really rich to the point where you're able to throw in a little bit of financial support, there are numerous ways you can help TSTL continue to put out completely unhinged and hilarious and, let's face it, sexy romance novel content. First, you can become a paid subscriber on TSTL's Substack where you can listen or watch ad-free episodes. I'll also give you free access to my side project on Substack called Claim by TBD, which is a fictional podcast series about a romance podcaster who gets abducted by sexy aliens, but the experience itself is anything but horny. Just visit tstlpodcast.substack.com to subscribe. But if monthly subscriptions aren't really your thing, but you still happen to be like super duper really rich, you can also buy TSTL a happy ending at buymeacoffee.com/TSTL podcast. Each happy ending costs $1, which all goes to support the show. For 3 happy endings, I'll give you a shout out on the podcast, along with a romance novel-inspired pet name. And for 5 happy endings, you'll get a shout out plus a TSTL bookmark in the mail as a thank you gift. Look, even just by listening to TSTL, you're making me feel all tingly and all special inside. But if you feel like your support can be a little more engorged, if you will, you can check out the different ways to support the show at tstlpodcast.com/support. That's tstlpodcast.com/support. Hey, TSTL listeners. Are you an indie author with a book to promote? An artist or designer trying to sell bookish swag? Are you a book talk influencer in need of more followers to do your influencing? Well, TSTL would love to help you out. Hi, I'm Becky. I'm the host of Too Stupid to Live, and I love building new connections with the bookish and sexual health communities, whether it's for sponsorships at amazingly reasonable and negotiable rates, or guest and topic ideas for TSTL's Extra Spice and Hot as Hell episodes. So if you want to hook up, visit tstlpodcast.com/contact, or you can email the show at tstlpod@gmail.com.